It all starts with something magnificent.
Forewords. When Yorgos Lanthimos began work on Bugonia, he handed composer Jerskin Fendrix 4 abstract keywords: bees, spaceship, basement, and Emily Bald. No script, no context, just 4 words. From this cryptic brief, Fendrix was instructed to create a grandiose score for a 90-piece orchestra. Why? Because Lanthimos wanted the music tied to the film's grand themes, not its literal plot.
In Jerskin's score, it's dramatic, both in its, hilarity and its horror.
Let's decode those 4 words. Spoilers ahead. Bees. A perfect system of millions. A fragile societal order and its collapse. Spaceship. Cosmic judgment. The superior intelligence and alienating logic. Basement. Claustrophobic paranoia. A bunker for the marginalized, an emotional response to systemic failure. Emily Bald. The stripped corporate alien. A dead-eyed corporate ice queen whose humanity is pure performance. Together, they form the pillars of the film's core philosophical argument. The world's systemic failures are an existential, self-made cosmic problem that justifies the most intense, angsty paranoia. The first thing Bugonia shows us isn't a face, but a faith. A million bees humming in perfect unison. Then we see a corporate headquarters, glass and steel, the opposite of life. One system is collapsing. The other appears untouchable. So the question is, in a world of systemic corruption, when paranoia feels rational, who is the true agent of destruction? Today on Film Verite, we're decoding how Yorgos Lanthimos, the Greek master of weirdness, took a Korean cult classic and 5 iconic films to build this paranoid plot. Let's decode it. Before we crack the code, meet the architect. His signature move? Take a system, any system, strip it down, expose how it dehumanizes us, then film it with a clinical, unblinking stare. Deadpan absurdity meets formal rigor. With Bugonia, he found the perfect vessel for his most politically pointed work yet. A film that doesn't just critique power, it condemns humanity itself.
I am an alien from outer space. I am not a human being. Thanks.
When producers approached him with Will Tracy's script, a remake of a 2003 Korean film, Lanthimos had never even heard of the original. He fell in love with the screenplay on its own merits. This wasn't about honoring a cult classic. It was about using its bones to build something that speaks to right now.
Writing, because I guess in some way I didn't really want it to be a remake.
Who wrote the screenplay during the first wave of COVID lockdown in 2020. Sick with the virus. Isolated. Paranoid. The original was rooted in South Korea's economic crisis. Tracy's version shifts that energy into American Gothic, a reflection of late-stage capitalism and systemic collapse.
So that's why I purposefully just watched it the once. And so I think I just wanted to work with that premise. And like you said, I think that there was something in it that felt culturally, Zhang Junhuan and the original filmmakers couldn't have intended, that felt resonant with contemporary America.
This mutated form needed a new title. Lanthimos suggested Bugonia, an ancient Greek myth where bees spontaneously generate from the corrupt carcass of an ox. New life from decay. Rebirth from necessary sacrifice. Lanthimos builds the film from 5 movies that taught Bugonia how to make paranoia feel rational. One, Save the Green Planet.
넌 내가 미쳤다고 생각할지도 몰라.
The source code, the original. What Bugonia inherits, a conspiracy-obsessed beekeeper kidnaps a CEO he believes is an alien, the sympathetic kidnapper. The tonal whiplash between comedy and horror. What it mutates, frantic energy becomes clinical dread. The economic critique becomes existential judgment. Not just about one society, but humanity itself. 2. The Day the Earth Stood Still. The moral twist. Robert Wise's Cold War classic. An alien named Klaatu lands in Washington, D.C. with a warning. Stop your aggression or face destruction. The 1951 film is optimistic. It believes in reason, in universal moral order.
We have come to visit you in peace and with goodwill.
The alien comes to save the rest of the universe from humanity and delivers an ultimatum.
Your choice is simple. Join us and live in peace, or pursue your present course and face obliteration. We shall be waiting for your answer. The decision rests with you.
Bugonia takes that premise and twists the knife. Where Klaatu embodies enlightened rationality, Michelle Fuller, the supposed alien CEO, embodies projection. Our paranoid fears made flesh.
Alien fellas.
I'm not an alien.
But soon, one of your nations will apply atomic energy to spaceships. That will create a threat to the peace and security of other planets. That, of course, we cannot tolerate.
Where the 1951 film feared atomic extinction, Bugonia fears epistemic extinction, the death of shared truth itself. The key reversal. In The Day the Earth Stood Still, the alien seeks humans to deliver hope. In Bugonia, the human hunts the alien.
I know you too, Teddy.
It's fine. It's cool.
And the message becomes, you failed the experiment. The rational optimism of 1951 is dead. The aliens tried to save us. We proved we weren't worth saving. Welcome to 2025. 3. Brazil, the bureaucratic nightmare.
Your demanding taste.
Terry Gilliam's dystopian satire, where systems replace humanity, where paperwork matters more than people. Brazil taught Bugonia how to make corporate logic feel alien. Michelle's corporate speak becomes the film's most terrifying weapon, an illusion of humanity designed to neutralize empathy. Emma Stone didn't try to find her character's humanity. She tried to perform it, saying things correctly and in the properly trained way that HR would teach you. The result? A character so detached, she might as well be from another planet.
I believe every company should strive to form a diverse table, to empower people of different skills, and every time, what is it?
Skills and identities.
To foster a new generation of, okay, let's go again.
4. Fargo, 1996. The violent slapstick.
You want your own wife kidnapped? Yeah.
The Coen brothers' bleak comedy. The kidnapping scene in Bugonia. Clumsy, violent slapstick is pure Coen's, but Lanthimos shoots it with his signature, unblinking gaze. This clash of influences is intentional. The film's generic instability mirrors its blurred morality. You can't get comfortable. You're forced to constantly reevaluate how to feel.
Here's the second one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
5. The Man Who Fell to Earth. The Alien Among Us, Nicholas Roeg's sci-fi art film. An alien, David Bowie as Thomas Jerome Newton, falls to Earth.
What do you do? For a living, I mean.
Oh, just visiting.
Literally and metaphorically. Walks among humans, observing our madness. Roeg's film is a melancholic tragedy. Newton arrives with a mission to save his drought-stricken planet. But humanity doesn't destroy him through violence. We corrupt him through alcohol, television, apathy. He slowly turns into us, addicted, isolated, immobilized by despair. Michelle Fuller isn't corrupted by humanity. She's judging it.
You know this is crazy. You know this is wrong.
For most of the film, she appears to be a victim of paranoid conspiracy theorists. But the final reveal confirms she is an alien empress. And unlike Newton, she doesn't fall. She delivers the verdict. Where Roeg asked us to feel for the alien, Lanthimos asks us to judge the humans.
I think maybe Mr. Newton has had enough, don't you?
I think maybe he has.
Here's the synthesis. Lanthimos took the Korean source material, Sympathy for the Paranoid, inverted the moral optimism of 1951, Epistemic Collapse, filtered it through Brazil's bureaucratic horror, Corporate Aliens, and Fargo's violent absurdity, Tonal Instability, then delivered it with The Man Who Fell to Earth's Alien Judgment. We failed the test. Next time on Film Verité's Cinematic DNA, another blueprint decoded. Subscribe to keep watching.
Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have